Welcome along to Obsession Engineering, and today I'm at My Moto in Claycross near Chesterfield, and it is the longest day of the year today, which means it is the longest day challenge. Now last year I rode in the longest day challenge and we're again raising money for Cancer Research UK. This year, to give other people the opportunity to ride, I am manning one of the pit stops, so we are pit stop 2 and it is just gone 9 o'clock in the morning, which means the riders set off 5 hours ago from Land's End. So hopefully before too long we'll have the first few riders turning up and we can see what terrible £600 motorbikes they're riding around on. Generally poke fun at them, give them a little bit of food, clean the visors, prep the bikes and hopefully keep them on the road. The setup here might not be quite Formula 1 pit stop style, but we are doing our best. So there are signs down on the main road to point people into here, and then as they come in we have basically a feeding station, because riders are going to be getting quite hungry and quite thirsty. So water, lots of stuff with carbs and sugars in it and stuff like that, tea and coffee. The thing is, you don't want to be stopped too long, so in, drink, basically back out again. We have a helmet cleaning area because actually being able to see is going to be quite useful, and then we actually have some technology this year as well. Bike Track are helping out this year, and so all the bikes have trackers on them, and so if I zoom in a little bit we can see where each of the 36 riders is on the map, and so we've got a pretty good idea of when they're actually going to get to the pit stop, and more importantly if somebody's stopped or broken down or whatever, they're going to be easier to recover as well. I do like sweets. Martin and Paul also did the challenge with me last year and they've tagged along for the pit stop. Rennie is here as well, but he's run away. You just want to be involved again?
Absolutely, yeah. Excellent cause, great events, yeah. Why not?
Yeah, the same. I thought it was fantastic last year. Loved the amount of money that we raised. It was just a great event, so just got to help the guys out this year.
It kind of feels like we're involved in something a little bit bigger than just riding motorbikes.
100%. You know, it's a great thing, isn't it? It's for a fantastic charity. It's just something to be involved with. I'm just jealous that they're riding the bikes and I'm not this year.
If there is maintenance needed, we have got the maintenance area set up. So we've got a paddock stand, pressure gauges and stuff for doing tyres. We have some chain lube off the shelf at My Moto, to be fair, because the rest of us forgot to bring any. And the important tools. Because this is you know, shoddy old bikes, some of the tools are a little bit agricultural compared to what we'd maybe use on a BSB bike, but if it works, that's the important thing. Alright, we can hear the first couple of bikes coming up the road. We're expecting a pair of S-Rad Suzukis, and I mean, you've got to ride nearly 1,000 miles on these bikes, so you're a brave or stupid man if you do it on something that uncomfortable. But the first two bikes have arrived. Let's find out who they are and why they're doing it on something so uncomfortable.
It's Rich Sutton. I just, like the sort of challenge and the adventure really, and good to raise money for Cancer Research.
I did it last year on a DeVille and it looks comfier than an S-Rad.
Horses for courses. I'm still quite young, quite fit, so yeah, I find them quite comfortable.
Cool, best luck mate.
Yep, cheers mate.
It's scabby for an S-Rad, I'm going to be honest with you, but it's even on super courses, so I'm kind of hoping the weather stays right for them because they are interesting in the rain. So yes, it looks alright from a distance, it doesn't look as good close up. Right, second bike is a K1 Suzuki. Again, from a distance when it rolled in I thought, oh that's not bad, and then you look a bit closer and go, yeah, it's a little bit furry in places, and it's on rear set, so it's going to be even less comfortable. Yeah, I'm not jealous of these boys right now riding these, although they tell me they're comfortable. The fools.
My name's Matt, and yeah, loving it so far. It's been cool. There's some great little roads that we've been on. She was stolen, recovered, and I bought her off an insurance company. They'd like butchered the electrics on it, and it was in a bit of a state. So put that back together, a few other little bits like just general maintenance stuff, and she's alright. She's a bit of a dog, but I'm starting to fall in love with a 600 again, so it's cool.
Right, bike number 3 is in. We have an R1 this time. Comfy?
Comfy? It's a canal find. I bought it. It was on the PB Evo forum. It was very shiny. It looked delicious. And I'd never even ridden an R1 before. So I thought, I must have this. So I traded in a very perfectly acceptable, decent SR 1000X up for this. And beneath the shiny, crud extraordinaire. Rust, oxidization. The wiring loom was possessed. It had an alarm here. There was no fault for the alarm. There was nothing to indicate that there was alarm until it caught fire.
Right, go and get yourself fed. Is there anything that needs doing on the bike?
Can I exchange it for a limousine, please, with comfy chairs?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Okay, you get yourself fed, we'll get the limousine.
Sir is most considerate. Goodbye.
Next to, apparently under there somewhere, is a 95 Fireblade. It's not an Urban Tiger, it's what I refer to as the Pink Tiger. I actually owned one of those. It was nicer than that. And then another S-Rad with Nigel Ray on it.
I think I sucked some crap through from the tank and I'm having a few revving issues, but it's keeping going.
Well, these things are not meant to run faultlessly, are they?
No, it's in the spirit of the event. It's an old bike.
Is it terribly comfortable?
No, not in the slightest.
Excellent. Is it quite fast?
When I get through the flat spot, not so bad.
Tom Perkins, Blackbird.
You've got the right tool for the job, I think.
It was a diversion until 2 weeks ago.
That's a transformation.
Yes, yeah.
Let me guess, the diversion wouldn't play and you've had to bring it back up.
That's right, that's right.
Are you enjoying it?
Yeah, love it.
Any particular reason you're doing it?
So I lost my dad, who is here, last year. And I lost my mate Guy the year before, both to cancer. So yeah, wanted to raise some money.
Fair play, boy. Fair play.
Thank you.
And that means everybody who's watching this should get online and give us some money.
Absolutely.
And help fight cancer.
That's it. Absolutely.
Cool. Cheers, mate.
Thank you.
Hello, Martin. You're on a DeVille.
Yes.
A Dullsville.
They're all on race bikes, if you noticed.
And you're in comfort.
Look, 650, 50 horsepower, and it's still keeping up with them.
Clive Bishop riding an CBR 1000F, yeah. Facebook Marketplace, £500, and yeah, got it going, and it's fabulous. It's really great. I watched your video last year and realised it gets tough as we get further up. So you can be a bit relaxed at the moment, but I know it's going to get tougher.
Tyre pressures being done, chains are getting checked and lubed and tightened up if necessary, and then generally basically just having a quick look around the bikes and making sure there's nothing too bad going on with them. But one of the tricks is not to spend too long in the pit stops, because any moment you're sat here, you're not covering the miles up to the John O'Groats in the far north of Scotland.
Sean Baker, shitty Honda Doleville.
Yeah, 1,000 mile on a DeVille in a day.
Yeah, that's it, living the dream. Yeah, no, it's good fun. It's all right, it's all good.
You've got a reading light.
I have, that's so I can see my mileometer at night, so I can see roughly how many miles of fuel I've got left. 'Cause I've got no fuel gauge, so. Yeah, I've had family that have suffered and lost family, and yeah, do it while we can, while I'm still mobile.
Quite right, sir, quite right. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Stuart Sharp. I'm riding this lovely Italian Exotica Aprilia Atlantic 500.
Right, tell us about this seat cover.
It just brings out my eyes. It's running well. It's handling not so well on right-hand bends and not so well on left-hand bends. So all in all, good, pretty good, really. Yeah.
Any personal story as to why you've taken up the challenge?
Yeah, I've had 2 family members with cancer. Luckily, they've recovered from cancer now. So it's but obviously we need the money to keep coming in there so more people can recover from it, really. So,
oh, you've got an award?
Yeah, got an award.
What's that for?
That's for I'm not riding that bike. So
excellent,
John awarded me that last night. This is my sat nav, so I need to take one of them off now. Look, so we're going on to pit stop 3 now. So there we are. Look at that for sat nav.
Beautiful. It's
There
very
we are.
organised.
We'll bring that up to there. Ideal.
Ian Carter, and I'm riding Yamaha 600 Seika 2.
Is that
not a diversion.
It's a lot like a diversion.
A lot like a diversion, but not a diversion.
I like it that we're splitting hairs here.
Yeah, well, because it makes it worse.
Yeah.
That it's American.
Oh dear Lord. I can't help noticing all your stickers have
people who
names
sponsored
on them.
me.
So that's all your people who've already sponsored you for
Yes.
raising money for Cancer Research UK?
Yes.
Right, we've seen some quite new stuff come through, as in stuff from the last 30 years. This is a bit more dated.
I'm James Ross. This is a CBR 600. It's a jelly mould model, Mark 1, so it's the 1989. So, yeah.
Beautiful. Only 35 years old then?
Yes.
It's worrying that, isn't it? We think CBR 600s are 35
I
years
know,
old.
I know, right?
Is she running sweet though?
Don't jinx it. It's going okay so far.
Sorry, I was saying a CB500. It's not. It's apparently it's a 1200 GS BMW. It's smaller than normal.
A little bit smaller than normal, particularly when you're 6'4".
Oh, we've got some big modifications to the 1200 GS here. Hand guards to keep the wind and, you know, hopefully not the rain off the hands. Leg guards as well. I mean, they're quite a thing of beauty. Yeah, lovely those are. I mean, they have been painted, and there is a unicorn on the front mudguard. I have no idea why, but it sort of goes with it. An actual roll map for sat-nav. That might be genius. Right, another one out the door. That's it, getting riders and bikes fueled up and ready to go.
Dave Manning, a GSX 600F teapot. When it gets hot in traffic, it doesn't like it, and there's a bit of oil coming around anyway. I noticed a bit of slippiness on my boot, but you know, otherwise all good.
Well, the nice thing is this challenge always needs a little bit extra jeopardy, which is why we do it on cheap old bikes, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah, jeopardy. Yeah, no one knows what's going to happen. That's how it should be.
Any personal reason for doing it?
Yeah, I lost my wife just short of 2 years ago from cancer. So yeah, that's the reason why. Yeah, my wife Billy. So yeah.
Anything we can do always helps, doesn't it?
It does indeed. Yeah, every little bit helps. You know, I've been absolutely astounded by the number of people that have been donating here, and yeah, a quid or two helps, but people have been chucking in amazing amounts of money. It's been really humbling. It's awesome.
And it's not too late, of course, to put more money in.
Well, exactly. Yeah, there's always time. Yeah, keep donating. Keep donating.
Dale Williams, and this is the beast of a CX500. Yeah, I mean, my mum's got cancer. She's been living with it since mid-90s, 96, 97. So, yeah.
So, without the help of Cancer Research UK, of course.
Yeah, I think she'd have gone long ago. Yeah.
So every penny that people put in does make a difference.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So my name's Simon Glute, and I'm riding what was an FJ 1100.
It's quite a thing, this, isn't it? It's had quite a lot of work.
It has had quite a bit of work, and it's probably not ideal for this challenge, really. Seating position, riding, awful. I'll enjoy it when I get to the other end.
We've just been commenting about actually how nice this CX500 is. I mean, it is a CX500, but it's, you know, got nice paint on it. It's been tightened up. It's got a Z1000 sort of seat on it, and we're kind of wondering whether it might be over the price cap, but apparently you only paid 300 quid for it.
Yeah, £300 in 1990. Bought it from my brother.
That's decent value then.
Oh yeah. I think it was all right. All right then, definitely all right now.
David Scott, this is Vicky, VFR 750. She was found in a field in Lincolnshire. Well, everybody's got someone who's been infected by cancer, been through my family as well. Just a way of combining love of motorcycles with giving back, really. So,
in fact, we've just had two VFRs turn up at the same time, and you might think a 600 quid VFR is going to be a bit rough, and you would be right. I mean, it's all there, but you don't want to look very close. There is quite a lot of gaffer tape.
I am Seb Rowe. I live in Louisiana, so I flew over from Louisiana to do this.
Are you mental?
Yeah, you know, every good story doesn't start with a salad. That's
Quite
all
right.
I'm going to say, you know.
Yes. Were you perchance in the bar when the idea was floated?
It was late at night, Louisiana time, yeah, and there was definitely a few drinks had. What could possibly go wrong?
My name's Mike. I'm riding a ZZR 600. Bought for £500. It's caught fire once already in the warm-up, but yeah, other than that, it's been okay. I've lost a lot of family members to cancer, as we all have, and this was the perfect opportunity to raise some good cash to make some life-saving research.
From this side, the Sprint ST looks okay. It doesn't get any better round here. That is some fiberglass. But more importantly, ticking over far too fast is the Obsession Engineering Dullsville.
And I'm regretting my life choices already. Thanks, Dave.
No problem. I'm pleased you enjoyed it. Right. I mean, we ought to do the proper intro. What's your name? What are you riding?
Paul Wilkinson. I'm riding a DeVille by Obsession Engineering.
It's probably my least proud achievement with this bike.
I know, that's why I kept the stickers on.
But she is still running.
Yeah. Yeah, she's now got a more severe exhaust blow after I fixed it. That's limiting the power. It's now popping and banging. So it's got pops and bangs map. And the fuel economy is slowly going down.
I'm James. I'm riding a Sprint ST 955.
You can barely tell the panel repair.
Well, a panel was £150 for that, so it put me a little bit over budget, so I decided to get Ingenious.
For those who missed the challenge last year, I'll put a link in the corner to the video, to the playlist for the actual challenge and for building this lovely DeVille. And again, from a distance, it doesn't look too bad. And this is a 2008 fuel-injected DeVille 700. The tick-over issue is they have like an automatic tick-over on them, so it never stalls. But in fact, this one just ticks over at 3,000 RPM all the time. Second gear is basically missing, and so in town, if you just let the clutch out, it'll do basically 10 miles an hour or 29, which is good. That is a godsend. Heated grips, which are also excellent. These were 40 quid Chinese headlights, and in the dark in Scotland they will be an absolute godsend. The bike now has 154,500 miles on it, which basically means it's about running. Apparently the lad's got a bit of air a few miles down the road, and that might be a reason why the DeVille is protesting a little bit. So we better drill some holes in that and bang some cable ties in it, otherwise there's going to be some issues later on. So the back of the DeVille is now sturdily reattached because of cable ties. Because if you can't fix it with cable ties, you basically can't fix it. Everything is just a little bit careworn, but it has still got the foam on the footrest, which take a lot of the vibration out. So that was a last-minute modification, which works. So yeah, it's good to see the old girl still going, as nasty as it is.
So my name's Jack, and I'm riding this wonderful 1988 CBR 1000F, purchased from that man who did it last year. And what can I say? He sold me an absolute lemon. it literally broke down 3 miles down the road. So yeah, but it got back going. So no, it's actually all right, to be fair.
Rennie's been on the tools again. There's another chain tension job. It has actually got quite a new chain on it, so it's probably just bedding in nicely now. So it'll be ready for the next 10 years.
Stuart Whitehouse, I've got a Diversion 600. I was miserable this morning because it was freezing cold when we first left. But the last bit was great. Lovely twisty roads.
Zahir Aslam, and I'm riding a 1999 SV 650. All right, how many miles do you reckon we've done? About 350 so far? Today?
Around that.
All right, and actually I'm 6'3", I'm fat, and actually I'm doing all right. And the bike's actually, it's chugging me along, so no complaints. A very close friend of mine, she had a cancer scare a couple of years ago. I lost some friends to cancer a couple of years ago. And actually, in raising funds for this, another close friend who was diagnosed at the beginning of the year, but he didn't tell anybody. I just found out yesterday, 2 days ago, on the drive down, that it's quite serious. I found out that he's got cancer and he's expecting his first child, so it's a bit of a bomb to hit. So there are personal reasons, but more so now than it was before.
I'm Carl. I'm on this. Restored blade, well, partially restored blade. Yeah, I lost my mate Kinney last year, 44, and a few other friends as well, like Fudd, he went, my mate's wife went, my missus' uncle went, all we in space for about 2 or 3 years, so, wow, it means a bit to me.
My name's Ian, or a lot of people know me as Fish, and I've got a 99 XJ900 Diversion.
Is it going well or so far?
It's going.
Excellent.
A very good friend of mine, a lady by the name of Mary Sevier, also known as Mary Motorcycle. She died last year after they discovered a tumour in her brain. She actually went around the world on a BSA Bantam in the late 60s. She was the first known woman to have done all the way around the world. It's for her, for brain tumours, I'm aiming it as my bit.
Graham and Gladys, as in Gladys running.
I like it.
Yeah,
Can't beat a pun.
I mean, it's not lovely.
It came in a cardboard box.
Right, you step back and admire the majesty of how many rusty bolts can there be? All of them. There's not actually that much gaffer tape on it. It looks like it'll probably keep going.
Harry did.
Harry, are you actually enjoying it so far?
Yes. I've had cancer twice.
Bloody hell, right, yeah. And so
I'm
the
one of those
research in
ones.
the last few years has kept you going.
Exactly, yeah. And it's also, I was diagnosed with Lynch syndrome through bowel cancer, which if you have it, you're 80% more likely to get bowel cancer, and it's hereditary. So both of my sons have been checked. One has it and the other hasn't. But the good news is that now he's over 30, he will be checked every 3 years, screened every 3 years. So hopefully if anything happens to him, they'll catch it early.
Excellent.
So that's one of the reasons why I'm here.
My name's Matt. I'm running a Honda VFR. I did promise John it was £500. It was a bit of a bargain. And the idea, I got the electrics going, and then I'll sell it at a profit, hopefully, and then donate the funds to the charity, which would be nice. I work for the NHS as well, so it's everyday occurrence for me. So yeah, it's really interesting the work cancer research are doing, and yeah, I was just drawn by the challenge. Yeah, being a motorcyclist. So.
Kawasaki Claycross are just in the midst of hopefully fixing a ZZR 600 for us. So fingers crossed, everybody keeps going and makes it all the way up to John O'Groats. Right, Rennie has reappeared with the mighty CBR 1000, but the fuel pump was not working on it, and so what we've just done is taken it out and rearranged the bits of pipe so that it's gravity feed now from the tank. And to be fair, the fuel tank is well above the carb, so it will work without a pump, probably unless you're going flat out on it, which I don't imagine is going to be a problem today, and so that is the fix. The side panel doesn't fit anymore, but I don't think that really matters. Good news, we've just seen Bob Harris ride down the road away from Claycross Kawasaki on his ZZR 600, so it's fixed. I mean, he's a little bit behind now, so he's going to have a long day ahead, but at least he gets to carry on with the challenge. Right then, Jack, ready to go again?
Absolutely, ready as ever. Hopefully I won't break down 3 miles away this time. Hopefully it'll be a bit further up, and then the next pit stop can help.
Excellent.
Yeah, feeling good, feeling good.
So with Jack ready to depart, that is all of the bikes through pit stop 2 of the Longest Day Challenge 2024, and they're off to go and raise even more money for Cancer Research UK. So thank you to My Moto for letting us stay to the pit stop here. Good luck to all of the riders up the road, and please, please, please give generously. We're fighting cancer, and that is important to everybody. So thank you for watching, and join us again next time. Small motorbike fun.